But no matter what comes next, I still have to face the ending.
Welcome everyone to Blades in the Dark. I'm the storyteller for the game, Matthew, a GM over at startplaying.com, and let's go around the table and introduce everyone.
I guess I'm next.
Yeah, go
hello. Hello, world. I am Norman Rafferty. Today I'm playing Pariso, the weird lurker. Or am I a lurker? Yeah, I'm a lurker. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm excited to be here. I'm full of new ideas.
Muffin, how about you go next?
All right, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm Jamie Collette. I'm a voice actor. You can find me on my website, jamie-collette.com, or Twitter @MuffinManifesto, or right here, or on my other channel, Lost Worlds Archive, where I play Open Legend. But I'm here now, and I'm playing Grit, who is the local tough trying to keep these guys out of trouble. Getting them into trouble.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Griffin. I'm an internet person. Today I'm playing Edward Rockwell II, also known by his alias Bishop, a proper-looking Scotland fallen noble who's into luxury and is here to get these smugglers into trouble as much as possible, and presumably to get money for doing so.
I guess that leaves
Yeah,
me at the last.
Sure does.
I am Furior Ardante, otherwise known as the Professor. Tychoros academic. I am weird. Just a weird guy.
Just a weirdo, completely covered in bandages, pay him no mind.
That does give me rise to a question. Would my stress be gone by now?
Well, I think we went through a downtime session while you were gone, so...
Two of them even.
Yeah.
If you wanted to indulge your vice, we can see if it's gone.
Well, I didn't know if I had to actually do something or just the passage of time would have taken care of it while I was gone.
Stress doesn't go away without downtime actions, so if you want, we can catch up the Professor's 2 downtime actions.
Let's do it and see what Professor's been up to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm responsible for 2 favors, so you guys just want me to take care of... See how far I can go on your 2 favors that I owe you? If we're going to do downtime
How
for me?
much stress do you have?
It's not worth worry. I'm about half...
Speaking as someone you owe a favor to, yes.
Alright. So, I think I need the clock for the steel whip or whatever it was.
A roomie.
Alright, what was I rolling on that? That was just, Tinker?
Yep.
There are people out there that just have too much skin. I mean, we can agree on this, right?
If I have something... Wait, what kind of, Okay, it's an invent roll. I forgot. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you knew what you wanted your favor to be. Grit? Not grit, sorry.
Yeah.
No, it is grit. I don't know why I thought
It
grit
is.
wasn't...
Yeah, something a little bit simpler than inventing a new weapon. I just wanted some of that special ammunition made, like the one we found with that gun. I want to be able to shoot a ghost just in case.
Is that alchemical, or is that...
Electroplasmic
Arcane.
ammunition is just like a...
It's more of an alchemist thing for creating.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the thing. You don't need to invent it because, like, it already exists.
Right, I'm just
It's
trying to find... Sorry, I'm in the
roll
sample
to see how...
creations area, so I'm trying to see if it's already listed. Because they're listed by their crafting specialties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it is specifically listed, but it's something like the Hound gets for free, for example. So
Well, he
I
gets
imagine
his specialized equipment.
Yeah, so it's probably like tier 1 or 2.
Well, it's just like the Lurk Silence potion, which is tier 3.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say the name of it was?
Electroplasmic ammunition.
Oh, electroplasmic. First thing comes up is the spirit lamp. Yeah, it's not down there.
220 something.
Although the spirit lamp is an electroplasmic device, and it's a tier 4 item in arcane.
Yeah, that's way more complicated than.
Well, I
What
mean,
I
I would
mean
still think that would probably be arcane if it's focused on ghosts and whatnot.
I mean, like, the Black Salt Bomb is tier 4 Sparkcraft.
Where's that at?
And that's a whole room to keep ghosts from exiting or entering.
Well, a spark is alchemical. Although that is 1/3, so I don't. Oh, that's tier 1. Tier 1, you to get 3 spark.
Yeah,
That's a drug, though.
that's
by the
like
way.
a drug.
Yeah, but it's also electroplasm.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same idea. It'd
Yeah,
probably be
that's
a
like
little
raw
more complex.
So you want to just do. You just want to make it like a tier 2 makes a couple of them? Build roll?
Yeah, I would say either tier 2 can make enough to take for a load, or if you want to do it as acquire an asset.
Well,
So I would say this is
making it
go
as a
ahead.
favor, so that's the thing.
Yeah,
So yeah, I guess tier 2 make it as a make it
we'll
a
make it
load.
consumable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is going to be alchemy more than sparkcraft.
So the problem here is that scrolling up here, I need to get at least a 6 on this roll to make this for you. The workshop gives us 1. Our tier is 0, so a 4 or 5 gives us nothing. A 1 through 3 gives us a -1.
Yeah.
Oh, what does 4 or 5 give us? Just nothing?
Oh, because you
equal to
don't
the
get
tier
your
of
plus
the-
1 for Artificer because it's
Right,
alchemic.
so which means I need to make a roll of a 6 on this, so
And how many dice are you rolling?
2.
Sigh. Is there any sort of horror or atrocity I can commit to help this roll?
Unfortunately, no.
Ah,
If the crew was a bit better tier, then this gets easier for the professor. Going
Yeah,
what
look,
makes this a higher tier?
we're like one job away from being able to tier up. Why don't we just wait on the ghost bullets? He says, expecting full well to get attacked by ghosts now.
How hurt are you, Professor?
I'm still 1 harm, 2 harm.
Maybe, yeah. Since we're this close to leveling up, which would give you a bonus to this, why don't we take care of your injuries first?
You know what? That's a bad idea. I don't care for that. I override your thoughts on this matter. I don't care about my body.
Well, I tried.
Playbook advancement. Did you guys upgrade playbook advancement thing?
We did. We upgraded. Now we get prowess and was it resolve?
No, playbook.
No, prowess and playbook. Yeah, we did prowess and playbook.
Okay. Well, then I'll spend one of my downtimes to train in my playbook because I only have 1 tick away from leveling up my playbook. So.
All right, then take 2
Nice.
XP and
Great
do your
idea.
level up.
Yeah, Grit and I started working out. We carry more crap now.
What is the thing to do for
That's right, we
a
both did
veteran
mule.
advance?
You check off veteran, tell me what skill you're putting in, and we'll add it onto your character sheet.
Check
Yeah.
off veteran. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you can cross train in another playbook.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to take in strange methods, which is a
All right.
whisper one. Which is you can when you invent or craft a creation with arcane features. So, like you said, if we just wait a little bit, I got there. Yeah, you get +1 result level to your roll. So basically
That's
the same
cool.
thing that Artificer is with
Perfect.
Sparkcraft, except this is with arcane.
All right,
And I
now have
begin with
that.
1 arcane design already known.
Right.
That arcane design is a sensorium.
Sensorium.
The sensory, your entire scope of senses.
A crystalline orb suspended in electroplasm within a metal frame, which allows the hull to see and hear. It's
Oh.
a tier 7 device.
Does that work remotely?
Yikes.
No.
So,
it's the next tier after the current tier of thing that I'm working on for my hull. So
wait,
Yeah, the immediate use to me sounds like it's like, hey, it's basically a sensory alarm. Which, okay, that's cool.
well, no,
Well, what
to
does
me
it
it's
do?
probably like the giant eyeball that I see out of.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you got your steampunk camera that's just a giant eyeball with a speaker on it or
That's
something.
why I asked, does it work remotely? Like, if we pick this up and take this somewhere else, can you see what it sees?
We're not going to do that though.
Okay, so it does do that, but we're not gonna do that.
I don't know that it does do that. We're not going to try.
Well,
The answer's no, then. Probably not.
Hey,
what's
can I
the
take
point
your
of it?
hope diamond out of the thing? I'll have some experiments I want to test. No, we're not
But
going to do that
Why did you pick this then?
because I need to be able to make it.
There's
The
nothing else you could have
inscrutable
made
plan.
instead?
It'll do a lot in the future when I'm ready to use it. Look, I'm still
Okay.
confused about my stage 4 soul vessel, which requires a rare material. A memento from my own life. Rare.
We can get that. We can get a rare material.
From my own life.
Yeah.
Right. Literally everything that's on me is a rare memento of my own life.
Okay.
That's also a stage 7, so take that for what it's worth.
I can't really complain about somebody doing something weird and incoherent.
Wait, I don't have enough money to work on my clockwork actuators, so...
We're gonna fix that. We are so close to Opium Den.
All right, so who wants to fill in the professor, or what job you guys have taken on?
We committed crime, and we made high-class contacts, which are going to get us money. Then we're going to use that to build a vice den and get even more money.
Well, I see that the chart of people that we know is filling up with people that hate us.
They're not important.
I can
Now
also
that
see that the role chart is filling up with the people that already like us are slowly moving into the people that don't like us.
Oh, and we got more weapons. That arsenal clock is we can have good quality weapons for a job, but every time we do that, we fill up a tick on the clock. So we've got 6 good quality weapons worth. So it's not a permanent upgrade; it's like a soft upgrade.
To inform you on the current job, Professor, we are currently doing a job for a new acquaintance of ours who we're hoping will open up business in the future. We need to go and retrieve a bunch of protective demon amulets from a cult who was supposed to deliver them but hasn't.
Really, it's a problem that solves itself because you wait long enough, the demons will just kill everybody.
Well, if they're protective amulets, presumably there are no demons anywhere in the vicinity of it, and they've either gotten cold feet or intend to keep them for themselves or something of that like.
Maybe they'll trade for this rock I carry around that keeps the tigers away.
So, as far as planning goes, we probably, 1, want to figure out a slight bit of what's happening, and then 2, determine our approach.
So
Does that rock really keep tigers away?
Did you finish my whip?
No, I'm still in the design phase.
Okay, that's okay.
I mean, there's probably somewhere in the workshop like a giant board with paper across it that have all these measurements. And you ever watch Forged in Fire, where the first step they do is they just draw the blade that they want to make?
No, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I was planning on basically we'll just go rob a trolley car and get one of the big bendy things they use on the top of those. So, Professor, this is important. Are you really wedded to the idea of skin? Because I think we can get you a really good deal on fur.
I don't really like either of those options.
No, so totally, like, we could replace your epidermis with ash bear fur. Then you'd be fireproof.
Probably already going to be fireproof.
Oh, what are you replacing your skin with?
Metal.
Ooh, wait. Isn't that going to rust when you sweat?
Probably won't be sweating either.
How will you cool off?
I won't have the need to. I will constantly be room temperature.
Well, I'm not a doctor, so yeah, I approve of this plan. So apparently we have to go get some protective demon amulets. So what do? We just go pick them up. I mean, Grit and I are here. Just, punch a few heads, kick a few balls.
Well, if you'll allow, I'll do a quick little bit check and see what I can find out about these people and what they're up to, and then we can decide if we're going to break in their door and take it from them, or walk in and ask politely.
All right. Do you need some help with the investigation?
That depends. Are you good at doing investigating stuff?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, come with me then.
All right.
I think I should just do a quick recap on what was wanted. You guys had searched out for a fence. You found one who specializes in arcane equipment, who goes by Jenna.
Yeah.
She has made a deal with you if you can get something she ordered from the youngest of the noble family, Grom. She had requested 20 demon bane charms, which he had promised to get and then has not delivered. She wants these 20 charms, and that's, if your crew can accomplish this, you will get her as one of those steps on the crew sheet as your fence.
How difficult is it to craft a demon charm?
I think they're tier 4 equipment.
How can the professor make tier 4s?
If I get
Well, he-
I knew with a lot
exceptionally
of
well,
If he gets the formula and everything else, he eventually could, yes.
So instead of stealing the demon charms, we could steal the formula and the ingredients. But we don't know what the ingredients are until we get the formula, right?
Right.
And
And,
then we
making a
just
whole box
spend-
full of them will take some time, regardless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but if we could make our own protective demon charms, then not only could we satisfy the mission, we could have protective demon charms. Something like I can see no downside to.
Are you planning to summon some demons, Pariso?
I am planning on punching people who do.
That sounds good.
All right. So, GM,
Yeah.
I would like to go ahead and take our lurk with us, and we're going to do a little bit of talking with people to see what we can learn about this group and what they're up to.
All right. So who you're looking into, the family, or what are you looking into?
Well, I'm mostly curious why they haven't delivered it.
All right.
That's kind of the part I'm most interested in right now, because that'll determine our approach.
Are demon charms contraband? I think they are, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Super illegal to talk to demons.
Yeah, my connections wouldn't. I can only tell you if they were impounded, and I think we've established they're not impounded.
Mhm.
So,
All right. So I would like to consort. What would the position be for this?
Oh, I can't help you with consorting.
Right. Where are you going to discuss this with people? Who are you going to discuss this with people?
I guess I would try to prod local people in that area.
In White Crown?
It depends on which area the group was in. I'm not
most-
sure where the target is necessarily right now. Was that
she
White
had
Crown?
mentioned the family was in White Crown.
Okay. So I will do some gentle prodding around White Crown.
All right.
So if I help you, I take stress, right?
Right, and you could just throw me a die up for that.
So
Yeah,
I could
there's-
take one tick of stress and just help you.
Yep.
All right, I
That
will
is
take
one option.
because the other one is to throw in with you, but that's a random amount of stress, right?
Right, I would take greater stress if you failed that, so presumably you would want to be able to do the thing if you're going to throw in with me.
Oh, I don't have any dice.
Otherwise, just, pop the stress, give me a die or something.
I will pop the stress and give you a die. I'm here to help.
Okay. And I get an additional die for consorting to gather information on a target for a score.
All right. So yeah, give me your consort. You have the additional die. Are you pushing yourself or want a devil's bargain?
I will not push myself on this. What is the position?
The position right now is controlled. You're just asking about this family.
Okay, and we're looking at standard.
Yep.
Okay. And I will take 2 extra dice. And we get 1 6.
All right. So you learn the Grom family has made the majority of their money. They're Leviathan hunters.
Hmm.
The eldest of the family is currently retired. His son is a current captain of a Leviathan ship. And the grandson of the family, the youngest, has become an adult recently by standards of nobility and has always been a touch of a troublemaker, but the family has always paid good money to keep that quiet.
Right. And I don't suppose then that troublemaker happened to have been in charge of this shipment.
The only information you got from Jenna was it was the youngest member of the family.
Okay. So we've learned a little bit, but not necessarily everything I wanted to know, right?
You've learned about the family. You've learned they have a place in White Crown.
Hmm. And now we just have to get the thing. Now, I guess from this, what can I assume about their disposition if we want to make contact first and arrange for something, or if we just want to grab the thing? What's the feeling you have here, my
I'm
friend?
Yeah, I'm not on the right map.
We're not on any map right now.
Okay.
That help?
Hey, White
Little
Crown.
bit. It's got to load. Is this just White Crown? This isn't the whole city, is it?
Correct.
Right.
Okay. 'Cause
This is
we're
just
like
the district.
we're way south of here. Okay, so basically it's the rich person district we've been to before.
Yup, that's right.
It's a pain in the butt to break in here. There's only one good way in. How big are demon charms?
Well, it's a crate of them, so I assume box-sized.
A
Getting-
demon charm would be maybe the size of a necklace pendant.
Okay, so in theory, so it's not a big box, but
Probably not.
And did you have I heard some names floating around. Did you name a specific place or just White Crown in general?
The family is stationed in White. If you want a specific place, I will zoom in at where I have it marked here. It
Okay.
is. They would live in the back near Henron Way.
Okay.
Herringbomb Way.
Is that west or east?
It is on the west side.
Okay. This text is really tiny. I don't see it immediately.
Yep, I'm looking for the markers.
Okay. Shadow on Sea, the parapet, High Bluff. What are those big posts with the white lines between them?
That's the gate, the ghost wall, the thing. The thing we
Okay.
interacted with last time.
We don't want to go through that. Okay.
That's
yeah,
right.
So these guys are okay. So if we had to do a job here, we would either have to. We only have a boat. We don't have any. Are there automobiles here? I think you guys referenced automobiles earlier.
Spark craft like that would be incredibly expensive.
Okay, so no.
The rich have them.
No,
We
yeah,
were
there's
this close
there
to
are
a
carriages.
Dracula, but we got a boat instead.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're looking at heavily inland. Oh man, that's gonna be tricky.
Do we want to try to make contact with them that we will relieve them of it, or do we want to just take it from them? What's
Well,
your disposition on this?
So we know they have it. Well, if they have it, we don't have anything to offer them. We don't have any money or anything exotic to give them.
Well, rather, they've committed to a contract to deliver this and then haven't. We're not here to buy it off of them. We're here to complete their job for them.
Well, except we're not going to do that. We're going to rip them off.
Oh, well, not them. I mean, they failed to complete the job. We're completing it now. That's what's happening.
Well, wait, I'm confused. They have the demon amulets, right?
That's correct.
Oh, so they were supposed to deliver it to our high-class fence.
Correct. And they have
Sorry,
it.
I was confusing this with I thought they were delivering it to the cultists themselves.
No, she was to get it to the cultists.
Oh, yeah, sure. We could just go in there and drop her name. Just say, hey, we're here to move.
Okay. So
That should be you, me, and I guess Grit, since Grit's a mover. We could bring the professor if he really wants to come.
well, I guess the question Yeah. If we wanted to start it right now, the question is, do we want to just make contact with them, talk with them, and arrange for it to happen tonight, i.e. the job point?
Yeah, I guess we could. Do you know how to contact them? Should we send them a letter?
Well, I'm within noble circles. I can definitely arrange for it to happen, I think.
Okay. You should. Are you gonna do that alone?
I definitely want you two to come with me.
Well, we're not nobles. I guess we can be attendants. We look like attendants.
That's the idea.
Okay.
So
You're
we
gonna
definitely
make me
want
take
to.
a bath, aren't you?
Yeah, so we're definitely looking to meet with the sun here.
Okay.
So what should I do to make this happen? That's me looking at the GM there.
Oh, all right. So it sounds like you're looking for a social caper. You want to meet with these guys, arrange getting this box, and getting it to Jenna.
Correct.
What I'm going to need is a point of contact that the crew knows that can get them in touch with these people.
I still have my high-class master architect friend.
You do? You also have a few others that may connect back to this family. I had a pop-up show up to remind you of how these different members are connected to your crew or to the city.
Yeah, connected to the Leviathan Hunters just outright there. So we have a connection through our own crew.
Oh, is this the
Grandfather
same?
Also, yeah.
Is it the same family that hired us to deliver that package to White Crown? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Well, we know him.
Well then.
Presumably.
So we should already have some friendly relationships with them then. That's good. So we're looking at social caper, we have the connection, and with my weaving the web, because I've gathered information, we have an additional die when we do the engagement roll.
Cool. I love that ability.
And I suppose I will declare myself as a light load for this mission.
All right. So you have the crew, you have your point of contact. All that's left is for people to, if they wanted to get other information, like if the professor or Grit had an idea to get more info before the job, let me know. Otherwise, just click on your loads and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Anyone have any ideas?
Not really. I trust Edward to have done the necessary legwork in this case.
The only thing I can think of is to ask Soot.
Is that a friend of yours, or are you talking about literally asking the dirt?
I think he's
Soot?
talking about his friend.
You've met Soot?
I have, and I continue to wish I never have.
Well, who else would know more about these things than an actual demon?
I feel like he might have a horse in the race on this one.
Wait, that was an actual demon. I thought you were just doing tricks.
Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I was telekinetic?
He had a puppet the whole time, you see. It was a marionette on strings.
Or did you think I was so well advanced in all of this that I got to the boat well ahead of you and set everything up on wires?
I don't know. I just didn't think it was a demon.
Honestly, both would be impressive. But I suppose that's up to you. Do you want to try to contact your friend Soot about this? Is that what you're going to do?
I just wouldn't even know what to ask them. I mean, they would have the inside track on all of this, but I don't know that any information I would garner would be worth the trouble.
Yeah, and that's pretty fair. Alright, so I've chosen my load. Great. Raph, you guys good?
I think I might not be taking heavy for the first time. If we're going to be walking into White Crown, we probably don't want to have, rocket launchers on the back of our shoulders.
No, in fact, okay. So if we're light, we have no problems at all. If we're normal, we look like we're not to be messed with, right?
You look like You're not armed to the teeth, but you definitely look like a scoundrel.
What's heavy then?
Heavy is you basically look like you have a rocket launcher on your back. People know you're up to no good. It's just
What's
a
the
matter of
difference
who choose.
What's the
What's
difference between that and a scoundrel? We'll both get arrested.
It's the difference between a bank robber who walks in with a mask and a pistol and the bank robber who walks in covered in riot body armor.
Last time
Most
we got beaten by inspectors for being on the street.
it's all a matter of where you are in the city. Most of the non-Richie places, if you look like a scoundrel, they're probably going to let you by because you're not worth the hassle because everyone else does. If you're going to the wealthy part of town, it would be like going to a gated neighborhood with a handful of guns in a country that doesn't allow firearms.
So
Yeah.
we should be light. We're going to be light.
Yeah, I think we're going light. I mean, this is why we took mule, right? We can still be geared up.
I suppose we are taking the discretion. Any of you could stay back in case there's trouble, of course, but that's up to you to decide.
I love the idea that you've stuffed Grit into one of your old suits that doesn't fit. And he's just like,
Yeah, I don't have a fancy outfit, but I can take subterfuge supplies, which I guess could make me dress up to make me look like I'm nice. Can I do that?
That's certainly an option.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right, then.
That includes costume jewelry and a forged badge of office. So I totally belong here. I'm totally legit.
Hey,
Ooh,
works
nice
perfectly
hat.
with my fine cover identity. This is great.
I think Grit isn't trying hard enough to. He's not trying to look like a noble. He's trying to look like a bodyguard.
No, you look like a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And I'm your personal friend, Rosalind Kellis.
And what about you, Professor?
I mean, I feel like I should hang around, but somewhere in the background of everything that y'all are doing. Seeing as the last time that I was here, I got the shit beaten out of me by the blue coats.
Right, that's perfectly acceptable.
So,
Okay, then.
Light loadout, obviously.
Then I think we've all decided.
All right. So you send word out through contacts that you want to meet with this previous hire again. He invites you into White Crown, sending you letters of invite and all the things you'll need to get over the bridge without any harassment.
Mm-hmm.
You meet up in the family home here, and he's looking far better than when you seen him last time, where he was jittery and very sparse apartment. This one is much more. This is not one of the large mansions, but it is one of the bigger apartments in the area. He seems to have a servant who has tea out for you. This place is well furnished and quite wealthy looking, if not a bit. The stuff was a bit dated. When you arrive, he is not shaking this time. He is standing up straight. Ah, it's good to see you all again. I
Mr.
trust
Kroom, a
things-
pleasure.
Yes.
You're doing well for yourself, mate.
Things have worked out well since we last met a few weeks ago. I was curious about you reaching out to me, though. What can I do for you?
Well, not to make it always business with us, but it is business, of course.
Of course.
This is the senior we're talking to right now, correct?
Yes, this is the grandfather that hired you to deliver the small package.
Okay. So I'll just say, well, we're here to pick up a shipment.
Oh, right. I don't have anything for you.
Well, I don't believe you in particular, but I believe your son does. Now, it's nothing really too problematic. He just simply has reneged on his agreement, is all. So we're just simply here to make sure
My
it happens. That's right.
Your grandson, I think, mate. Not the.
Oh, those
it says son on that. Oh, okay, so this is the now I get it. Now I
Not
understand.
the one that's out on the ship.
The grandson. Then. Yeah, there we go. Change words.
Oh,
Bam.
what has he
Yeah.
gotten into now?
My son calls me grandpa. My grandson calls me grandpa.
Again, nothing but a bit of business, but he hasn't fulfilled his side of the contract, and simply all we're here to do is to complete it.
Do you mind if I ask what this contract is? He's a bit disposed of at the moment.
Just a shipment is all. Nothing dangerous in and of itself, and of no
It's a
harm to
crate full of
anyone.
demon bane charms. What are you talking about? It's
Grit, you...
dangerous.
it's
The grandfather's
subtlety.
head turns to grit. Oh, that is
Operational
quite
security
serious.
grit.
What? That's me, isn't it?
It was.
So, he's supposed to have delivered this to whom?
To one of our benefactors who were looking to begin business with. Just another fence.
To be clear, you're not here to rough him up or anything, right?
Oh heavens, no! We're friends
No.
here. And I see
No.
no reason why he would be poorly disposed to this. We just do the job for him, and he doesn't have to do anything. His reputation has suffered enough already, I assume.
We just want to know what the holdup is and hopefully make it a smoother transition.
We respect you as friends and as business partners. We would never do anything untoward to you or your family.
Well, you see, my grandson is a bit of a screw-up, unfortunately.
Hmm.
I know he had gotten himself into trouble over something. I didn't realize it was something this serious.
So I see he is worried.
Unfortunately, I don't have access to my grandson right now.
I don't
What, did
suppose
he die?
you... I hope not. That would make things even worse for us. Well, better and worse, but let's not think about that.
How does that even work, not having access to your grandson? Where is he?
I assume he's in hiding, isn't that right?
No, he is currently being held by a faction who wishes to get some money out of us. And I've been debating how to go about this.
Ooh, what's the ransom?
Ah.
The ransom is 7 coin.
7 coin. We'll free him for 3.
I was just thinking that, Carissa. You and I, we are like...
For the second time, Edward is now holding his face in his palm.
I
can
will
do that.
free your grandson and bring him back alive for 3 coin, or my name's not Rosalind Kellis.
All right. As far as I know, he's being held by a group called the Grey Cloaks.
The Grey folks.
Cloaks.
Grey Cloaks.
Grey cloaks. Do we know the Grey cloaks?
I wonder what they wear.
Yeah. They're ex-blue coat fuckers. They're vigilantes
They're
or something.
ex-cops. Wow, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
So no moral qualms about this. Understood.
To my understanding, their closest gathering place and where they would want the money brought is a building on Guild Street and Sterling Lane in Brightstone. I would assume they would keep my grandson there. Either that or they have him dead somewhere and they were just going to, take the money and run.
You don't have any proof of life?
Well, I'd hope that if we go there, they would provide it. Otherwise, there's no point to the whole transaction, then.
Other than the whole, spirit wardens haven't found him dead yet. No, I don't have any proof he's alive.
Do you think you could get them to move the meat somewhere a little bit more inconspicuous?
As far as I know, it's pretty inconspicuous there.
What are their
It's just
instructions?
the middle of Brightstone. If I start shooting kneecaps, they're gonna hear stuff.
Well, guys, I said if we're going to free him for 3, we should just find out where they're keeping him and then just spring him. I mean, it's that easy.
That does sound appropriate. Of course, his life is in the crosshairs here.
I'm not supposed to deliver this money for another 3 days, so if you can have him back here by the end of that, I can assure you you'll get your 3 coin and whatever item he was supposed to pass on.
Yeah, and it's a. We'll totally do this. I, Rosalind Kellis, swear I'll bring back your grandson alive.
I thought you hated the Killises, Peruso.
Excuse me, I have to go beat the crap out of Brick.
The Elder Grom kind of looks up. Pardon?
Take a ticket.
yeah.
There's a line.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's been kicked in the head repeatedly, or will be. And thus he's a little, simple. We hire him because he is a slab of meat that will interpose between us and the blades of those craven malefactors who would do us wrong.
I resemble that remark.
But like my companion, I will promise the safe return of your grandson.
All right. I've worked well with yous before. I trust that you can get this done.
Discreetly.
And we have 3 days to do it in.
At least 51% of them.
All right.
Alive and still capable of carrying on the family lineage is the important part.
You'd be surprised how much of the body you can lose and still... never mind.
All right. Well, team, I believe we have a job to consider.
Yeah, I have to go find him. Let's go talk to the professor. Hey, professor, can you talk to the magic sensorium device and tell us exactly where he is?
I haven't made that yet.
Oh,
He's got the design for it now, I believe.
so no.
No, I can't speak to the future.
Well, can you speak to the past?
Well, I can actually speak to the future. Just not right now.
Yeah.
All right, so now you guys have the opportunity if you want to shift this from one type of score to another.
Oh, definitely we're going for the... where... Do we know where the Gray Cloaks... where their turf is?
Their major turf would be in Brightstone.
Okay.
Right,
They're
so
one
the
of
district we're
these-
looking at now.
Yeah.
This is Brightstone? Okay.
And I think this dot is our captive, isn't it?
The green
don't
dot
know.
is where as far as the grandfather knows, that's where they are.
Wow.
Okay.
He knows exactly where they are.
This is where he was to bring the money from his
Yeah, that's not
understanding,
where
his
he would
context.
be. That's not where he would be. That's where they would bring the money. So they would be keeping him somewhere else. Okay, what's under Brightstone? Is there like a vast subterranean complex or something?
All of Dustville has waterways underneath and abandoned tunnels and so on.
Yeah, but they fill up with water, right?
Yep.
So if I were gonna hide somebody, well, there's plenty of places that could hide him in this neighborhood. He might not even be in this neighborhood.
Right, I suppose all the more reason for me to go out and do even more footwork for us.
Yeah, I think we need to do some footwork because if it's a kidnapping, they have to sit on it. So,
I have someone I might be able to ask.
all right.
All right, would you like me to come with you, or what would the plan be here?
Yeah, Grit, you need somebody to come with you, or
I am not. You know what? Sure. So maybe I don't want to spook her, so maybe just me and Edward go. Edward's non-threatening enough.
oh, definitely, I'm completely useless on this kind of intel.
At once, I am offended and also agree. How dare you be so truthful?
I mean, she's an assassin. You know, she doesn't like being surprised. So,
And it's true, I am not very surprising. Well, I suppose I'm bringing the extra thick body jacket for this one. All right.
I mean, she's a good friend. She's not going to hurt you.
Well, she is an assassin. I don't believe that entirely.
I guess the professor and I will just go back to the lab.
Right. Maybe you guys can work on something in the meanwhile.
Sure. I'm unfettered by morals.
I mean, if we have to flush out these grey cloaked rats, then maybe you can work on a way to do that.
All right then. So I guess Grit and I then.
Yeah. So I want to get in contact with Mercy, my good friend, who is yeah, like my
Absolutely.
yeah.
Where
my-
would Grit usually meet Mercy?
I think we have like a standing arrangement to meet for like training, and then for like because she corners me at the pit fights.
So that'd be a good place to find her and get a discussion with her.
Yeah, so we probably like once a week meet at a rundown or gym or something like that.
Probably in Coleridge somewhere. That seems to be where Grit's from and his common
Yeah,
hunting grounds.
yeah, almost certainly.
All right. So you go to one of the more industrial areas that has been shut down for one reason or another, where you expect to find her somewhere. And you bring Bishop with you.
That's
The
right.
place is cold, abandoned. You can actually see a handful of weapons scattered around the area. It looks like Grit and her are not the only one who used this place, but most of the stuff seems to be left there in between.
Did I lose you? I'm confused.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The two of you have arrived there, looking around. It's not a long wait before you can see Mercy coming out. Grit, what does Mercy usually dress like?
I think in this situation it's a little bit different. I think she normally dresses in very like nondescript dark clothing because she's used to getting around in the shadows. But she's literally working out in the gym, so she's probably got like a tank top and like workout shorts. I don't know what the equivalent is in industrial era.
They haven't upgraded their technology to allow for tank tops. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a sleeveless shirt,
Yeah.
even if she's ripped the sleeves off herself.
All right, so she comes in. She has a very stone cold face. She kind of points over at Bishop, gives a bit of a shrug, and just kind of meets Grit's eyes.
Yeah. We couldn't do the workout and stuff. I just sorry. This is Edward. I've been working for him.
She then smiles. It's all good, Grit. I just wanted to give you a hard time. What's the problem?
We just need some info on some ex-pigs, and I thought you might know something. I'm not good at...
Maybe. Who?
Well, I suppose to put it simply, the Greycoats.
What's your trouble with Greycoats?
Well, there's a certain person that they happen to have hostage, and we're looking to not pay a ransom, to put it bluntly. So they should have him somewhere around their territory, but we're not really certain where. We know where they want the money, but it would be foolish maybe for them to have it in the exact same place.
Okay. So you want to know where some of the Greycloaks turfs are?
That's right, and possible likely locations of where our hostage might be.
Fair enough. As far as I know, most of their... They got a place out here in Coleridge. They got a place in Brightstone. And they have a more fancier place up in Charter Hall. Yeah, you got a map, I can, show you what I know, but there's no guarantee they're going to be in any of those at any given time.
Very true. Ultimately, we have to have some way to narrow it down. I don't necessarily trust myself to get every bit of information I can out of them about something this sensitive and an ongoing crime. And honestly, it would be incredibly unprofessional of them if that did slip.
I don't do a lot of work for them, so I couldn't give you much more than that.
Do you think Grace might know where they operate out of, and you might be able to, find out for us or something like that?
I could talk to Grace. If she doesn't know, she'd have an easier time finding out than me. But she's gonna want to ask why I want to know.
Yeah. I guess that wouldn't be a great time for anyone involved.
Come on, Gred. Maybe now is about the time you ask for a favor.
He just
He's your friend, after all. It's what friends do. She scratches your back, and you'll scratch hers in the future. Come on, Gret. Just say the words.
He smiles at Mercy awkwardly.
Mercy rolls her eyes.
Grace doesn't like you, but she would definitely do it for a favor, Greg. But that's going to be really costly down the road.
I look at Edward and then back to her and say,
Money, Grit. We need the money. He'll do it, of course, you see. We'll just need to, I suppose, intercept Grace next then, won't we? If you're confident that she knows, then that's the place we need to go then.
You want to meet with Grace. Okay, yep, sure, that can't possibly go wrong.
And of course, for what you've told us, I'm grateful. I believe I actually have something to pay you back, so I don't have to owe any sort of favor. I will relinquish a coin to her.
Like a full coin, or
a full coin?
Raises her eyebrows.
It's valuable information, and maybe information we can use in the future as well. It's unlikely that they'll change their locations, and it saves me plenty of time as well. I'm appreciative.
All right, well, I'll mark down these places for you, and, I'll talk to Grace and see if I can narrow it down and let her know who you're working for now, Greg. What group should I tell her?
The Teeth.
The Teeth.
Yeah, we just sort of starting out doing some smuggling and stuff.
Yeah.
He's so modest, isn't he?
Well, I don't want Grace to think that we're doing anything that we're pushing on her turf at all.
That's pretty smart. Yeah, I'll talk to her. Do you got time for a workout or no?
It's so awkward. I think he looks at Edward's do we have yes, no, yes.
We have 3 days.
Yeah.
I'll have a little bit of a drink over here on the side, and I'll literally sit down, pull out my own fine wine, and just start sipping on it. I love that my build loadout just comes with a fine bottle of whiskey at all times.
So we will fade to black on this with Mercy and Grit having the workout. Meanwhile, Professor and the Lurk, have you guys been up to anything?
Not sure. Professor is not very interesting.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is my vice purveyor a contact that I can, contact?
Yes. Your shady friend, or... Oh, where are we looking?
No, my vice purveyor.
He's a person you would know. He's not going to give you any bonus dice, but he's definitely someone you could touch base with.
Because we're looking for somebody, right?
Yep.
And I think that in the colloquial, my drug dealer probably could help.
Makes sense.
So I think possibly I might attune for a while to try and get in touch with my vice purveyor to see if they could offer some help. Because I'm assuming that's how I would get in touch with them.
Or you just know where he is.
Well, I assume, just based on what limited knowledge I remember of them, is that they're always around.
What is your vice again?
Weird.
Well,
Oh, like
he's
me.
a Tyrosian who has a market shop in Silkshore.
Well,
Salia is a... What?
Oh, am I looking at the wrong
is...
sheet?
No, Salia is the ghost.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. My bad.
Yeah,
We were talking about the record. Oh, yeah, a tomb would definitely be the way to draw her in.
My
Where
vice
are
is
you
that I
bringing
like
her
to
to?
let go of my body from time to time and experience out-of-body experiences, which is how I get off, as it were. And
There.
so I rent out my body to a ghost. I give them free reign.
All right, so you call her to the lair or somewhere else?
Yeah, probably to the lair.
All right. And it's not long before someone shows up. You're assuming this is her current host. And they, with your instructions, slip into the lair. A few minutes later, the body kind of slumps over and the ghost emerges.
What are you looking for today, Professor?
I was wondering if we could make a deal for some information.
Oh, if it's information I have, I'm always up for an exchange of thoughts.
One moment. Say it one more time.
Oh, if it's information I have, I'm always up for an exchange of thoughts, as it were.
Yes, we are looking for somebody.
All right, anyone in particular or certain qualities?
The young groom boy.
Okay. What makes you think I know where he is?
You get around. It seems more than any living person might.
He is disliked. But I can probably guess where he is. What do you have to offer today, Professor?
What is it that you want?
I have nothing at the moment I need, but a favor from you and your crew later is always helpful.
I can offer this.
All right.
Wait, you can?
Are you saying that I can't?
Well, you don't speak for the entire crew.
Do you?
No, but I'm down with this anyway. Sure, I'll do it.
If none of us do it,
Technically,
then all of us
50% of the
do.
crew has agreed now.
It's easier to
I
ask
believe-
forgiveness than permission.
I believe he's getting kept somewhere nice in Charter Hall. He has a few distinct charms that keep us away, and we keep an eye on a select few like that, and his right now is in Charter Hall and has been for some time.
Charter Hall is ghost proof. I didn't know that.
Somewhere nice in Charter Hall.
Yes. His charm is there.
Well, technically any place that's free of ghosts is nicer than a place that isn't.
I don't know. You could have a nice place with ghosts, and you have a not nice place with ghosts.
You're a freak, Doc.
That's why they call me Doc Freak.
Is there anything else?
No, not right now, though I may call upon you in the future.
Oh, anytime. As long as I'm free, I will certainly stop by. You're one of our better customers.